Good morning, dear students. So today we will continue the chapter the reproduction in animals for grade 8th class. Okay. So reproduction in animals. So in the last video we have learnt about sexual reproduction. I told there are two types of reproduction. First one is sexual reproduction, which we have studied in the last class. So today we will study about asexual reproduction. So sexual reproduction, we have already discussed how the fertilization takes place in humans, and how the zygote is formed, and how the embryo is developed from the zygote, and then how oviduct, how oviduct or fallopian tube involved in the fertilization process. Here in the ovary, egg will be produced. So every month each ovary will produce one egg, and that is settled in the oviduct. Stand wait for the sperm. Then sperm enters and fertilization takes place here. Then so after fertilization the zygote develops into embryo like this, and then this embryo then goes to the uterus and settles and embedded in the uterus, and so the baby start developing in the uterus. Okay, so these are all the facts we have learned about the reproduction in human beings. Okay, so then about viviparous and oviparous animals also we have studied. Along with that, so these are metamorphosis stage, that is the drastic changes which takes place from the young one to the adult stage. So that is called as a metamorphosis, which takes place in the usually silkworms. That is silkworms from the caterpillar stage to the butterfly stage, and also the tadpole to the frog. Like this, everything we have discussed about sexual reproduction. Okay, so today we will start the reproduction in animals, that is asexual reproduction. Some animals undergo asexual reproduction also. Some animals and some other organisms, microorganisms, they also undergoes asexual reproduction. So asexual reproduction is a type of reproduction where single parent is involved. Only single parent is involved, and there is no variety in the offspring. There is no any change in the characteristics in the offsprings, because here only one parent is involved. So for one such example is Hydra. One such example is Hydra. This is not microscopic organism. This is a organism which we can see with the naked eye, because but very tiny organisms. So these are very small animals. Okay, so present in the stagnant water and pond water, etc. So these hydra have a structure like this. These hydra have a structure like this, and they have a finger-like projection in order to move in the pond water. Okay, so what happens in reproduction of hydra? So this reproduction of hydra takes place through budding. So this is a type of asexual reproduction. Budding is a type of asexual reproduction where the outgrowths emerges from any part of the plant body, any part of the organism. Okay, this is the outgrowth, that is called as a bud, which is taking place in hydra. And so after some time, it takes very few seconds, few minutes to take place this type of reproduction. So this bud then grows and they become mature, and they then detach from the parent, and they form a single new individual. Like that, so the bud outgrowth from the parent organism, they develop, matures, and then detaches from the parent. Like this, reproduction takes place in us very small animals like hydra in pond water or stagnant water. So in the same way, another type of reproduction is there. So takes place in amoeba. We already know that amoeba is an organism. Amoeba is a microscopic organism present in the pond water or stagnant water, which causes a disease called amoebiosis or amoebic dysentery. Okay, so this amoeba is a shapeless organism. It don't have any definite shape. Okay, it changes its shape, so always due to the presence of pseudopodia. These finger-like outgrowths which emerges from the body, these are called as pseudopodia. Pseudo means false, false-feeted or false-foot organism. Okay, so this amoeba is a unicellular organism where digestion, everything, digestion, excretion, reproduction, everything takes place from a single cell. So this amoeba, how it undergoes reproduction? So first amoeba, so it divides its nucleus. It divides its nucleus into two. It divides its nucleus into two, and then this nucleus gets separated, and the pseudopodia gets developed around that nucleus, and so new individuals are formed. New individuals are formed. So one amoeba, so almost two new offsprings of amoeba are developed. Okay, so like this is another type of reproduction. This type of reproduction is called as binary fission. Binary fission. So that it exactly forms two copies. Binary means so two copies. So it forms two copies of organisms. So then, so we will study how the reproduction. We have studied how the reproduction takes place in human beings. So reproduction takes place in small organisms like Hydra, and microscopic organisms like amoeba. So then, so one story I will tell. So nowadays our technology has so much advanced. We have so much advanced technology and techniques we have. From that, so a new clone is synthesized. So apart from the reproductive organs, so the new clone is synthesized or produced from the scientists. So that Dolly, that is the story of a Dolly. Oh, okay, so this is the Dolly which is created by taking the cells of these two sheeps. So that is called as a Dolly the clone. Okay, so here the cloning. What do you mean by cloning first? So cloning is a production of exact copy of a cell. Production of exact copy of a cell of another organism, exact copy of these cells, so to produce the another organism from any part of one organism, from any part of the parent, from any part of the parent or a complete organism. Usually, so this cloning doesn't involve any reproductive organs. Any part of the parent organism is taken and the new individual is synthesized. So that is called as cloning. So for the first time, Ian Wilmot is a scientist from Scotland who tried this, the cloning process, which is from, not from the reproductive cells but by the somatic cells or vegetative cells. That means from any part of the body. So he cloned a sheep named Dolly. So he was born on 5th July 1996. Okay, so Dolly came to this earth on 1996. It is the first mammal to be cloned. So until that, no mammal is tried to clone. This is the first mammal to be cloned. So for in 1996, what they have done for this cloning? The cell is collected from the mammary gland of, the cell is collected from the mammary gland of this Finn-Dorset sheep. The cell is collected from the mammary glands of the Finn-Dorset sheep, and the egg is taken from the nucleus. The egg is taken from this Scottish black-faced eel. Okay, so here two animals are involved. So the mammary gland cell is taken from the male parent and egg is taken from the female parent, and from the egg nucleus is removed. And that egg is implanted. So that egg is implanted in the Dolly. Okay, so that is implanted in Dolly, and then it is very much identical to the Dolly which is born then, which is very much identical to the Finn-Dorset sheep only. Okay, so egg is implanted to this Scottish black-faced eel. This female parent is implanted with this egg, which is with a removed nucleus, and then identical to the face of this Finn-Dorset sheep was born. Ide tara male parent tarane Dolly huttu. Okay, so then Dolly, it was very much healthy. So it was as a normal activity. It has all the normal activities as that of the parent or the other sheeps. Okay, but he died due to some lungs disease after some time. Okay, and it gave birth to so many other sheeps, so by normal sexual reproduction. So like this, so this story of Dolly proved that the cloning is possible. The cloning is possible in case of mammals also. This is all about the story of so Dolly. So this ends the chapter. So reproduction in animals. Reproduction in animals. So we have studied about studied little bit detail about sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. So thank you, dear students. So let us study. So then that is the exercises and all question answers in the given in the textbook. Okay, so read the textbook thoroughly. Then we will meet in the next class. Thank you.